Hey guys, Curd Hos here from Hostile. Just want to shoot a little video today. An interesting point came up last night when I was talking to somebody about losing weight. As a lot of you know, I'm currently on a bodybuilding quest. I am down 50 pounds. In fact, today I just broke into the 340s for the first time in a long time, having been at 396 or 97 December 15th. That's actually a 2.2 pound drop actually just from yesterday. And the concept, what I found the client I was talking to was getting mixed up was the term between food prep and meal prep. And I think there's a distinction that has to be made. When we talk about food prep, what we're talking about is cooking your food. So getting your proteins ready, getting your veggies ready, getting your carbohydrate sources ready, cooking them up a couple times a week to keep them fresh, and then putting them in bigger containers and keeping them in your fridge. When we do meal prep, what we're actually talking about is taking from those large containers and creating your meals for the day, the weighing, the measuring, specifically that has to happen, right? So I posted a picture earlier, and let's take a look. This is my first meal that I'm having there. So there's 500 milliliters of egg whites. There's a third of a cup of carbs. Sorry, I'm straightening this out. And there's a little bit of greens in there for some fiber and some nutrition. And I'm also pounding back 2 scoops of whey protein in water. This is very specific. This is very specific to my macros, very specific to my calorie intake needs, and then specifically broken down into the 4 meals. So I know exactly what each meal has to have happen. And what's really cool is the efficiency of it all. So when I talk about meal prep, right, I've already made my foods. I've already done the food prep. So in less than 10 minutes, what happens is I go to the kitchen, I turn on the frying pan, I pour in 500 milliliters of egg whites. While that's starting to cook, I line up my 3 dishes because I take 3 meals with me. I have the 4th at home at night. And in those 3 dishes, I portion out my exact amount of carbs that I'm doing. And then my second meal is chicken, so I portion out, I weigh how much chicken that goes into that. And then my third meal is the dreaded tuna meal, where I weigh and measure the can and a half that goes in that. Then I top it off with a little bit of greens. This week I'm having asparagus. Last week I was having spinach leaves. I throw that around, change it up a little bit, that kind of thing. And by the time I have all that, I turn over to the frying pan, start stirring. My eggs are almost done. When they're hot and dry, I transfer them over, put the lids on, boom. In less than 10 minutes, I've taken my 3 meals and assembled them exactly the way they're supposed to be assembled, in containers with lids, in a bag, and in fact I'm already having the kitchen clean, the frying pan's already cleaned. The key there, guys, is to distinct between food prep and meal prep, right? If you're trying to do food prep into your meal prep, it's longer, it takes longer, it's more of a pain in the butt. So I suggest you break them up. Twice a week I do my major cooking, and then this way to keep the proteins fresh. And then every day, as I go and get ready for my day, before I leave, I assemble the 3 meals. My food scale's out, my measuring cups are out, bing, bing, bing. I could probably eyeball it now, but I don't leave that to chance, right? So that's where my meal prep for the day comes in. Set them all up, put them in the bag, I'm done in less than 10 minutes, guys, all right? So simple, but it's because I'm breaking it down and I'm being very accurate about it, and I've created a system. Right? I've created a little system that's repeatable, that's easy to do, that isn't this whole production, right? You got to get away from the productions. You got to make it simple. It's the key overall. Okay, guys? So again, I just wanted to do that little distinction. It was an interesting conversation I had. It was a bit of an aha moment for my client, and you know, even since then, they've gotten back to me and said, you know, just the measuring, they realized they're actually quite off on what they thought they were taking in and stuff. And you know, the message came across because they were stalling. And what happened is they drifted from a system. They lost accuracy. Every step of the way, they lost a little bit of accuracy. So what we're doing is we're going back and we're making it very systematic and making it very accurate. All right, guys? So that today was the difference between food prep and meal prep. All right? Any questions, guys, just drop me a line at curdhos@gmail.com. If you're seeing this on Facebook or YouTube, you can direct message me or comment in the comment section, and I'll get back to you guys on that as well. All right, guys? Keep crushing it.